Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real. Yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody in? Yeah, let 'em in. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. So when you gonna let somebody had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel, so you go it alone. You turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real. Yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well,
All right, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday evening to you. Broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studio. I'm your host, B-Level, and today I am flying solo. My crew is off for Labor Day, so I am rolling this thing solo until we get to the news. Now, my girl Jayla with the T, she is on, and she will be coming on a little later, bringing you the news that she does every week. So everybody except myself and Jayla are off. I don't know if you see Tristan, if you see Andrea. I think Andrea's birthday was a couple of days ago. If you see Anthony out in the streets, y'all make sure y'all tell them that they are sleeping on us, that they are not work. So Jayla and I are pulling the fork for the whole Unpacking the Baggage podcast team today. All right, so but before we start this thing, and there's Jayla. What's up, Jayla? I see Jayla's on saying hi, everyone. Okay, we are on episode 98. Episode 98. Big round of applause for us having 98 consecutive episodes without a break. And a week from today, which is next Sunday, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this up here. A week from today, we are doing this thing. I'm going to switch this over. We are doing this thing, our 100th episode, and we are doing a live taping, okay? So I need everybody who is somebody who is a friend. If you've listened to at least one episode, I would love for you to come and spend next Sunday with us. It's at 5 p.m., okay? It's next Sunday at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock. If you tune on at 7 o'clock, we will be finishing up, okay? We need you to make arrangements to come and celebrate with the whole UTB podcast crew. Everybody will be here. Candy will be here. Andrea, Tristan, Anthony, and Jayla. We're going to do our show live on location. You will be able to comment. We will have a microphone in the audience so you guys can speak your comments live and direct. And that's next Sunday. All right, next Sunday at 5 p.m. And the address is on the flyer, 4401 East 46 off of McCain in North Little Rock. It's an apartments of Vasili's Clubhouse. We will be in their clubhouse, and we will have some hors d'oeuvres, and we will have some great conversations. So please, please, please mark your calendars for next Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay, don't forget, next Sunday, we will be doing our Ask Dree segment, relationship advice. All right, don't forget, email your questions in. If you got a question that you want Dree to do, she will be doing it live next Sunday. Email it to utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, utbpodcastlr@gmail.com. Don't forget that we are still welcoming Candy to the crew. Candy is going to be on location with us. She is a friend of the podcast. She will not be on every episode, but she will be there next Sunday. You will also get a chance to meet Candy, okay? Next but not least, we've got the On the Level with B-Level, the September calendar, where we talk every Wednesday at 7:30. And this Wednesday, we are talking to Mark Cannon. I know everybody in Pulaski County in the Pine Bluff area has heard of Mark Cannon. Mark Cannon is running for sheriff of Jefferson County, and he has a very unique style and a very unique way of campaigning, and we will have some conversation on him with him this Wednesday at 7:30. Okay. Last but not least, we're doing something new. Big round of applause for something new. This podcast is continuing to be in front of you every possible chance that we can. I am starting I'm gonna be real quiet. Okay. I want to tell y'all that I am starting something new at UTB, and it is called, let me get my face off so I can blow this up. Straight Talk, No Chaser. All right. Now, this will be every Friday at 12 noon. This will not be live. This will be a story time of me. Every Friday, I'm going to release an episode, a story time of something that I have been through, something that I have witnessed. I might talk about something that I see throughout the week. And this will be uncut. It will be raw. It will be offensive to some, but it will be the truth. All right. I'm calling it Straight Talk, No Chaser. Every Friday, 12 noon. Okay. It will not be live. So I will not be able to read your comments. It will be something that I've went through in life. I might talk about my divorce. I might talk about my kids. I might talk about my girlfriend when I get one. I'm going to be putting my business out. starting Friday at 12 noon. I might be talking about somebody else's business that I knew too. So this is going to be very short. It won't be no longer than 30 minutes, somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes. And I'm calling this Straight Talk, No Chase. Straight Talk, No Chaser with B-Level. All right. So I'm going to start this Friday at 12 noon. Okay. So we've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. We are continuing to grow as a podcast. And so today, I thought since we are on episode 98, and we're calling this episode The Best of UTB. So on next week, we will celebrate our 100th episode. So I thought it will be really cool to talk about some of our episodes that we've had leading up to our 100th episodes that were very viral moments. There were great episodes that were meaningful to our audience, that were meaningful to us. I have 7 videos that I'm going to share tonight. That if you guys, what's up? I see Marquez is on here. I'm going to go ahead and say shout out to you. Jayla's on here. Patricia shared. Before I go any further, please do exactly what Patricia Moreland did and share the live. Share the live. Now, y'all been acting funny on the shares lately. All right, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at who shared, and I need to shout the people out that shared. Stop. Hey, listen, it costs you nothing to hit the share button. If you want this podcast to grow, if you want us to continue to get better, I ask one thing. We're not asking for donations. We're not asking for money. Share. Hit the share button. Thank you, Kanisha, for sharing it. I see that you've shared. Thank you for sharing it. Okay. So anybody else? I'm going to wait on a couple more people to share it, and I put shared in a comment, and let me shout you out. I've only got a limited amount of people that are on here. So I need at least 15 shares. Share it now and put shared in a comment and let me shout you out. Sarkeisha, I see you, baby girl. Have you shared? Okay, she said yes, she shared it. I need everybody that's on here, all 13 of y'all acting funny. My crew is not here. I'm by myself and y'all acting funny. I need everyone to share this, okay? Share, and put share in the comments, and I will shout you out. Okay, the first video that I am going to share with you, the first video that we're going to go, I said, Ronald, I see Ronald. There you go. Say hello to Ari. Ronald, can you please share the video? Ronald Hollis Jr., I see you on here. I've shouted you out saying hello to everybody. Can you please share the video? Okay. Video number 1 was episode 35 that I'm going to play for you first. It was episode 35. And then this video that I'm going to play, Anthony, the name of the video was called Bitter Baby Mamas. And in this video, we were talking about you baby mamas that are so bitter, and that you baby mama that are keeping the kids from the dads for whatever reason. Even he go get him a new girlfriend, or he go gets a new car, or he go gets a new job or a new house, and y'all were hating, y'all become very bitter. So this first video is Anthony P. talking to the ladies about, and y'all know that this is going to be funny because y'all know everything that Anthony does is very comical. He is telling you baby mamas to stop being bitter and to let these fathers see their kids. Now, at the end, him and Tristan are going back and forth, and y'all already know that he's going to drop a lug on Tristan, and it's going to be funny. So I'm going to go ahead and play our first video. This was episode 75, Bitter Baby Mama. Here it goes.
You do have a baby with a fuck boy. If you do have a baby with a girl that you know ain't shit, right, you got to play the hand that you dealt.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to play the hand you dealt. But at the same time, we got to compromise down the middle, because it ain't about us, baby. It's about the kids.
Right.
So if me dropping them off on my auntie Shirley house, make you mad, why? They still with me and my family. My auntie Shirley might want to see them.
Right. But I think I got hung up on when she was saying that the kids are, they upset, they cry, they complain, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to come to the game. They don't want to give, they want your time, and they're not getting the time. So she feel like she has to deal with that trauma all over again. That's what I got up. That's why I said what I said.
That's what I'm saying. He not her daddy. Yeah, but that trauma she need to deal with by herself, because they ain't got nothing to do with him.
No, I'm saying the kids coming home upset because they didn't get real time with their father. They was at the girlfriend
Tell your
house.
goddamn kids the truth. Daddy can't come to your game because he has some issues. Tell daddy to tell y'all why. You know, a mother be trying to handicap their kid and hide stuff from their kid. Tell them the truth. Hey, they're not gonna be able to come to the game. You know,
and he can't come to your game, but guess what? I'm gonna take you over there tomorrow to spend with time with him.
Yeah.
Because he ain't come to the game and don't take him tomorrow.
Right.
So if you mad because he didn't come to the game, take the kids over there tomorrow.
Teach me because I don't have baby mamas and all this. So yeah, y'all.
Well, first of all, you want me to teach? I teach your ass. First of all, you got to start getting some pussy.
Okay.
Put that asshole down. Okay. Put that asshole down and pick up some pussy.
So now y'all know that Anthony P is going to mess with Tristan and I don't know if y'all saw at the end, Tristan was acting like he was taking up. Okay, put that Tristan and Anthony as a team. Now y'all know that Tristan don't play Anthony in the mind. He rides Tristan all the time. And that was the way, even though that episode was very, I think, bitter baby mamas is an integral part of our culture. For some odd reason, baby mamas be getting in their feelings with these guys and they be holding the kids in the middle and they be letting you go back and forth. So that episode number 75 was a great episode. I see Viola Moreland is saying good evening, everyone. Viola, please share this live. Share this live. Tamla McElroy is saying, what's up, B-Tam? Please share this live. I need my numbers to go up. I need you guys to continue to share. All right, video number 2. That was number 1. Video number 2, we're going to stay right there at the same episode, which was episode number 75. And although we played Anthony making light of the bitter mama, this next video, it was very important because Andrea Dree, and you guys know that she's the voice of reason. She came in and she was talking to the ladies and trying to get the ladies to be sensible, trying to encourage the ladies that even if sometimes us fathers don't do what we're supposed to do, right? Sometimes us fathers, we don't come step up to the plate financially. Sometimes we want to see them, but we don't have any money to send you or to give you for the kids. So she had some really good advice if you have a baby daddy that wants to see the kids, but they're not doing anything financially for the children. Here was her video and here was her advice. Here we go.
What I would say to you is that, I love my father and, my mother never put him on child support. And growing up, he was a bare minimum, as you say. And it so some of that does hit home. But what my mom did and what I did too in my own life, when my children's fathers, one of them did bare minimum, is I let them do the bare minimum. And I didn't never stop them from seeing them because my kids really desire to still be with their fathers, even though as parents, I was saying he could do this and he could do that. And just like you're looking at like, he spent money here. Why can't he spend money here? Or he could do this or he could do that. I let them do exactly what they wanted to do as long as it did not affect my children in a bad way. And sometimes we did get hurt, but there were certain things that my mother had to allow us to go through with our fathers to really understand that she just couldn't tell us, you know what I'm saying? Because it kind of made her look a little fucked up too when we wanted to go and she didn't want us to go and the back and forth of it. So she just said, you know what, I'm gonna let him do what he want to do. And as we got older, we understood, because my dad wouldn't hurt us, but as we got older, we understood. And it's like the difference in now. My mama call, we coming to run. If my daddy calls, it's like, we may
get there when you can.
Yeah, we have to do it. So, they're gonna see it. And I would, and I just suggest, it's just only a suggestion and a recommendation, is that if your children yearn to be with their dad, whether he's a bare minimum dad or not, hopefully God will put it on your heart to allow you to let them be.
All right. Okay. We can always depend on Andrea to give the voice of reason on the side of right, the do right. What she was telling you ladies is if the dad does not hold his financial responsibility, it is still important for you to have your kids to be around their father. So what she was saying is just don't hold the kids, do not hold them away from their father, even though financially we know that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But obviously research says that kids are much better when they have both parents in their life. So don't create one problem to solve the other problem. So that's kind of what we were saying. Here's Tristan is saying, woo, I look good. Tristan, if you can reply, you should be here at work today. Kanisha is saying, and you do. So Tristan, if you want to come in on video and join me, you're more than welcome to do that. Okay. All right. We're going to go to video number 3. Now we're going to get into some smoke. All right. We're going to get into some smoke. We done got the warm and fuzzy episodes out. All right. I want to take you guys to episode 69. That's my favorite number. Episode 69, if you guys remember, it was Tristan and Raj, and Tristan is on here, but we had given Tristan a spinoff called The Sit Down with Tristan, and this was the first episode of Tristan's spinoff. And Tristan decided to bring Raj the stylist on because they had an ongoing kind of beef, disagreement, and they wanted to come on and figure this disagreement out on the podcast. Now, if you remember this podcast was high-spirited, a lot of F-bombs, a lot of mad, a lot of attitude. Tristan at one point got up and walked off the set. We had to let him cool down before he came back. But in this episode, I'm going to play the first one because I've got 2 of them. But in the first episode, in the first video that I'm going to play is when Tristan gets mad because Raj is saying that they were never friends. Here we go.
Comes out after the John situation because he was so mad that I called him. I said, I don't have no reason to. I called him and John was on speakerphone. He was like, no, we never had dealings. And then that's when your client, y'all all got up and you went to your house and finished doing hair. Because then you got to talking about Joe and some other shit. And then Dina, your other friend, said you was wrong for the shit. Okay. And your client got up and y'all left. And your client told you was wrong. You got irritated because everybody was telling you was wrong. I don't have to lie.
Mic's off again.
Put my mic back on.
The mic's is off.
Okay.
So.
No, Tristan, wait.
I'm getting
irritated. No, that's not.
So
we have
we
have to have the conversation.
So let him take a break, cool down. So Raj, from your standpoint, there was never, if I'm understanding you, there was never an issue with Tristan. You're saying to me today that all of the issues is with Tristan towards you.
The problem, I will say, this is what I'll take responsibility of. I'll take responsibility of my mouth. I'm very fly at the mouth. I know what I say. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that part, as far as like chatter and talking and being messy, all this, everything that I've ever said, I said directly. You get what I'm saying? So it's crazy that, you know, we have disagreements, but the disagreements were never like me doing something to him.
Mm-hmm. Now, you see, Tristan is on here. He is saying, he is speaking on here. Tristan is saying that wasn't me that day. That was Tari, whoever. Tristan, we do believe, I do agree that was not you. But I am going to play a video on when you came back and you cleaned it up. But that was that night. Attitudes were flying so hard. Several times I had to cut Tristan's mic off. Tristan was very raw. He was very real. It was very uncut. You guys think that we practice what we are going to say on this podcast, which we don't. Half of the time, he talking about that's his other name. Half of the time, I don't know what these people, even though we work together, I don't know what our guest is going to say. We are live. We don't rehearse. It is raw. It is transparent. It is real. It is in real time. If someone says something that they don't like, guess what? It's out there. It's not recorded. Like a lot of other podcasts that's recorded, you can edit out. You cannot edit out with the Unpacking the Baggage podcast. I believe that's why we're so successful, is because it's in real time. We don't get to practice. We live our lives in front of you guys every Sunday night. So that was that episode. I wanted to play one more video in that same episode 69. Let me see Tristan saying. Tristan is saying, I don't like people lying. That was the issue. So he's saying that Raj was lying. Okay. The second video that we're going to play is in that same Episode 69, Tristan and Raj, and it was at the end when we was trying to get them to agree and get on the same accord before we left. And this is what happened. Right. So listen, thank you guys for listening tonight. We hope that
and just because, let me just say this, and just because tonight this didn't happen, and I get it, I know you're saying this is it, and he's saying this is it, but like I said, growth really is processing, and then it's it's to move forward. So this could feel some totally different way next week.
No, there's no next week. This was the end of it, and this is the end of it.
Right. Okay.
When I walk out this door today, I will never address this situation again. I will always reverence and respect Tristan as a human being and as a hairstylist.
Right.
But we will
you're not respecting. You haven't been respecting me. Just say you don't. Just say you don't fuck with me. Just be real. That's all I want you to be is real. Just say you don't fuck with me. Just say you don't fuck with me. You envy me. Just say you don't fuck with me. That's all you have to say. Don't all that cute shit. Just keep it a buck. You don't fuck with me. We wasn't ever friends. Cool. We ain't got to speak to each other. I really still think you're talented after all the little dumbass shit. After all the shit that we've been through, I feel like you're still talented. Never gonna take that away with you. But you have said some things to me to people. Like, and I've seen messages and shit. I just don't keep shit like that. Like you pick with me on a reality show. I wasn't even cool with Tanya, and I put both of y'all doing the same thing I do now, trying to unite motherfuckers. And I'm always the one that look like the motherfucker that's always got a problem or issue, or I'm feisty, or I want to fight all the time now, because motherfuckers always playing. If I had an issue with him, I'd have been scraped him long time ago. I'd seen him numerous places. I don't have a problem with him. So I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody win. Anybody that I'm around, I want to see them win.
If you didn't have a problem with me, why did you call me?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What I mean is what I said. If you didn't,
I didn't have a problem with you. I called you.
Why did you contact me out of the blue? We have not talked in I don't know how many years.
To reconcile, to come here, to communicate. But you throwing jabs, talking about some nigga that I talked for a week, trying to be funny. Oh, we can call him right now, like you have shit planned or something. Like you still, at the end of the day, you're still throwing jabs. That's what I'm saying. Yes, you're still throwing jabs. That's not facts.
It's my story and what I remember.
Because you don't never remember the right shit.
All right, so Tristan,
like you always trying to make yourself look like you're sitting there like you didn't, like you're innocent.
Hey, Tristan.
Because you sitting up there like you're innocent.
Hey, Tristan.
It doesn't matter if I'm right about. I'm a totally different person from B level.
You have to go past.
I'm totally a different person from you,
Tristan,
Andre. I take shit to heart.
Tristan, you told me.
Well, sometimes you got to put your heart.
Raj, let me talk. Tristan, you told me she was gonna keep it cool.
He said the same shit, but
I never.
As you guys know, as I said, this is not rehearsed, right? These are real life issues with real life problems. This podcast, it's not scripted. That was near and dear to Tristan to try to figure it out. And the end result of what we came out of that episode is that Tristan was operating in a friend mode, and Raj was not operating in that same friend mode. He was not seeing Tristan as a friend. And I think Tristan was so upset and got so angry because he saw Raj as a friend. And so that was the end result. That episode is still up. Go back, go to our YouTube page at UTB Podcast, episode 69. If you have not seen the whole episode, it is still up. We keep all of our episodes. It is a must watch. Okay. All right. Let me go and read some comments. Kanisha is saying he funny. Yeah. Tristan or Raj. I don't know if you're saying that Tristan or Raj was funny. Zakulam is saying that was a hell of an episode. Yeah, Marquez, that was a hell of an episode. That was episode number 69. And Tristan is saying, I ain't helping nobody. Tristan is on here saying he ain't helping nobody else. Yes, he is. Y'all know Tristan he loves hard. So Tristan is gonna always be there. So he's saying he's not gonna help nobody, but I cry. That's bullshit. All right. Okay. All right. So let's go to our next episode. The next episode we're gonna say is my fifth video is going to be episode 70. And this was the very next episode when Tristan came back. He was able to apologize to the listeners for showing his butt. He did apologize, but he also was explaining to us why he got so angry and why he got so mad. And of course, at the end, Anthony always makes everything a joke. And so here was the next episode where Tristan got to tell why he got so mad, and Anthony at the end making him the butt of the joke again. But why did it go to anger?
It went to anger because you guys kept on asking me questions, and I was stuck on the friends part. Like I was still stuck in the rest of y'all.
Processing.
I was still processing. Y'all kept going,
and then like
he was steady throwing jabs. He mentioned this. He was mentioning names, like mixing up stories, saying stuff that was back in the day, rumors that we were already into it about that he was saying. So the stuff that he was saying that I was mad at him about, he was saying like some of the rumors, like the John Smith and just like, Dan, we didn't get on here to do that. We came on here to acknowledge what we've done, and we came on here to apologize to each other, to the hair community, and move on. We wasn't leaving off as friends. We was leaving off as cordial.
Yeah.
So when we do speak to each other, it's not weird.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's not a weird thing.
Yeah.
And it's not weird for everybody else because we do have a lot of mutual friends in the hair community. Yeah. And we also have a mutual clients. Like that's gonna dead all that. Oh, the client said this, the client said this. Like I don't want that, and I don't want to feel uncomfortable. I love the hair community. I love doing hair. I love what I do, and I love the people. I love people who do the same thing I do. Yeah. And I don't ever want an uncomfortable feeling, especially if I'm going to be living here doing events and doing stuff for the community.
Yeah, and with that being said, so you're a beautician, so you need your hands to work. So you can't be on here always using your hand when somebody make you mad. So you need to go back to fagonism school where Rod came from and learn how to fagonism. Fagonism. And learn how to
Mike.
I'm talking about Rod. You know, because Rod was on here reading real fast. And so that's the only part I was disappointed in. I was like, damn, Tristan, get back with that motherfucker. You be talking that shit on live, just get that nigga. But Tristan,
I didn't come on here for that. I didn't come on here.
But your anger.
Mute his mic like y'all was doing. But your anger. Mute his mic like y'all was doing.
His mic muted. His mic is muted.
Why are you going to work today?
Your mic muted.
The devil was telling you, hit that nigga. You about to hit him, devil.
Okay.
And then you got your ass.
I didn't mute his mic. Now you can make sure you can bet your last dollar that Tristan was being Tristan was being honest about where he was, trying to be real, apologizing to what he was saying, and Anthony finds a way to make a joke about it. Lord, we had to mute Anthony's mic several times that episode because he kept on with Tristan. But I will say Tristan came back the next week. He did a great job, getting through his issues. He did a really great job telling what he got so angry about and being able to use his emotion and channel them in a different way. But that week before, while Raj was here, he was not able to do that, but he really did a great job on episode 70, cleaning a lot of the bad things that he did in episode 69. Go by and watch episode 70. I promise you, it is a treat to watch, and you will be proud of our own Tristan Hobb. But I promise you, 69 was lit. But watch 69. And then go and watch episode 70. Okay. All right. The next video, we're moving right along. The next episode that we're going to put up is episode number 72. Okay. And this was the episode that we did an episode over. I think his name is Kenneth Womack, who was arrested for in North Little Rock, who did the molestation, was arrested for the molestation of that young girl. We did an episode on that. We had Don, who was the activist, on. We had Rashura, who was the barber that wears panties. She was on, and she was on talking about the fact that she was dating Kenneth Womack, and obviously she did not know that, and I'll say this because this is allegedly, I always say allegedly, that allegedly he was having a relationship with a young person, even though she had a sexual relationship with them. All right. They didn't have a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, but they did have a sexual relationship. And she had just talked about it. And our listeners, which you guys know, our listeners don't hold no bar. All right. When they're on here, they were attacking Rashira. And Drea, always the voice of reason, I think she had said something a little bit before that one could have taken that she was coming down on Rashira, and she had to clean up, or not really clean up, but she had to re-say what she was saying, her statement to Rashir, to let people know that she was not judging her because of it. But it was a great conversation, and we're going to play that, and then we will come back. Here we go now. All right, so Don, when did you do you have your questions?
I do.
Go
I
ahead.
just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I want to just say this, and I do want to say this to you because I was speaking to you. I want to make sure that I say this before you get off of here. I most definitely appreciate what you have did in coming on here. I don't want people to miss what I was saying to you. What I was saying is I was a victim of molestation in my life. And a lot of us have been. And the thing about it is, when you are children, you want someone to pick up any sign about what's going on with you. Yes. You want somebody to speak when you don't have the voice to speak. You want somebody to understand some signs that are coming from you, your body, all kind of things that you don't have the courage to do. And so my point with saying these things is that we as parents have to not ignore the red flags. We have to look when you don't think you're supposed to be looking. We have to check when you don't think you're supposed to be checking, because at the end of the day, these are our babies. I have 3 daughters. And guess what? My daughters, like I tell people all the time, my daughters have been in the room with my brother, and I kicked the door open, and I know damn well my brothers wouldn't hurt them. But guess what? I still want to check, and that's something that is on the inside of me. So when I said that to you, it's not to beat you up, baby. It's most definitely not there. What I was saying to you is that as parents and as mothers, it can be any of our daughters, and it can be at any given time, and it can be by anybody. And so we have a duty. We have a duty to make sure that we go a little bit extra to keep our baby safe. And that's what I wanted to say.
Exactly.
All right. So what Dree was saying was that when you have children, you have to go the extra mile to make sure they're protected, right? Sometimes when children are being touched and molested, they want somebody to notice them, right? They want you to make the extra time to look and pay attention. So what Dree, her advice to the Rashira was, obviously it was over, but she was speaking to Rashira, but also speaking to parents, is when you have children, you have to go the extra mile to make sure they are protected. So I thought that was really great advice, great conversation. I am reading Jayla is saying, no, literally, I got some more comments. Tristan is saying that Anthony P is always trying to challenge him, which is so. But episode 72, make sure you go back. It was the Kenneth Womack situation. We had a conversation with her and the activist that was very instrumental in getting him arrested. Her name was Dawn. I can't remember her last name, but on that episode, if you go back, that's still on our YouTube page, and you can see the conversation of what she had to go to convince the North Little Rock Police Department to make an arrest on him. Okay. And I think he is still not serving, but he is still fighting that charge. He has not had his day in court. And so we also always need to say that you are innocent until proven guilty. Okay. All right. So that was episode 6. All right. We are chucking along. We've only got one more episode, and then we're going to go to Jayla with the T, and we're going to get you guys out of here early somewhere tonight. I'm going to get out and have me a drink and let my hair down for Labor Day, but we do have one more episode. Okay. And this last episode was pretty damn funny. Okay. This was episode number 48. And in this video, we were talking about men or couples who watch porn. Now, obviously, we talk about everything on this podcast, right? We don't have anything that we are afraid to talk about. This cast will talk about everything. That's what makes us so well-rounded and so needed in the community. So this particular episode 48, we were talking about watching porn. And at this point in time, Dree was checking me because I said that I watch porn a lot. That's the wrong one. Porn at that point in time was a daily part of my life. When you're single, sometimes you have to relate to yourself. And so at that point in time, I was relating to myself, if y'all know what I mean. And so here, Drea was checking me, saying that she would not date a guy that watched porn. Here it is, and we'll come back.
Y'all better stop.
So what do you have against, Andrea? So you think because somebody is watching is poisoning their mind or something?
No, I don't really think it's. I don't think it's. I'm not on that.
What you
I don't think it's on that. I think it is. It can be good eye candy. It can be foreplay. I think it can teach people certain things. But I think a person who does it all the time,
what Monica Talbot
there
said.
is nothing. There's nothing.
He's correct.
Huh?
He's correct.
He said your B-level's correct.
You can get great ideas, and I even watch it with my girl. I'm watching it with my girl. I want to watch it with my girl.
Give me one good idea you done.
You get sexual positions, things that you do. It teaches you how to get better. You can get moves from porn. A lot of my motherfucking moves I got it from porn. You think I'm bad in a motherfucking? I learned this shit on myself.
Jesus.
Do you know that a lot of my moves, Andrea, came from porn?
Not his moves.
Do you hear me? Hold on.
Well, you know what? I mean, if that's what works, it works. I'm not against it. I mean, you know.
You obviously you
hopefully
are.
I just give me.
You
no,
probably
I'm
need
not
to. You probably need to watch
I
some
just
porn.
don't want a man that wants to watch
porn.
it every day.
You probably need to watch
maybe
some
he
porn.
need to watch it and then get with me and teach me,
No,
show
maybe
me
y'all
some
need
of
to
those.
watch it together,
No, I
Andrea.
don't.
Why wouldn't you watch it with your man? Now here we go. I still am in my feelings because I still feel like that Dree was judging me for watching porn. Do you guys feel, the people that are listening out there, drop it in the comments if you guys watch porn, right? Drop it in the comments if you think it is weird for you to watch porn with your man. Should you watch porn as a couple? I was trying to tell Dree that you could get some moves from watching it, right? I got good from watching porn. I got really, really good. I got great. I got super by watching porn. And so I think she was judging me about this porn thing. But I told Dree, she the voice of reason. She like to do everything right. She does everything right. Dree is the goody two shoe of the podcast. And so she was judging me like, I don't want to date nobody. Sister, girl, you can get the best experience of your life from somebody who watches porn. Let me see what Marquez is saying. I definitely watch it, but I watch it alone. Now, I mean, I watch it alone too when I'm relating to myself, because I oftentimes relate to myself, but I also watch it with my woman. I watch it with my woman. And I'm going to let Jayla's coming in as I finish this conversation. And she's laughing. She's laughing. But, and I know you're coming in the butt end of this joke. And let me see what Candy Webb is saying. Hold on a second, because Candy is saying something. Candy is saying nothing is wrong with watching it as long as you're not addicted. Watching weird-ish. I'm not addicted, Candy, but I don't know. Am I addicted, though?
Yeah, no,
I might be addicted. I wonder how many times do you have to watch it, Candy, to be addicted? How often, Candy, put in the chat line, put in the comment line, how many times you need to watch it to consider being addicted to porn?
If you
Candy
have to
said,
watch
relate to myself. I can relate. Come on. What are you saying, Jayla? How many times do you think somebody has to watch it? How often do you think that someone has to watch it in order to be considered addicted?
I feel like if you have to watch it every night, you have an addiction.
No, I ain't watching it every night. I don't have time to watch it every night.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay to do it like, twice, 3 times a week.
Okay.
But it's only 7 days in a week. If you're doing it every day, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody said more than 3 times a week. Exactly. More than 3 times a week is a problem.
More than 3 times a week, Kanisha? Sometimes. I'd say couple 3 times. Tam is saying daily. No, Tam, I don't do it daily. I don't have time to do it daily. But some weeks is a 3, sometimes a 4, sometimes it's 1. So I don't know if I'm addicted or not. Candy is saying if you have to watch it every day. Okay, so I am not addicted to it. I don't have time to watch it every day. But I'm going to say twice a week. And I'll say this. Over the last 2 months, it hasn't been a lot. It's been maybe like it hadn't been like maybe twice in 2 months. So I haven't had time. But when I have time, because I really do think it makes me better. I really do think that. And Dree was judging me, Jayla, and she should have been judging me because, you know, I told Dree, you need to watch it. You might better get you some moves, Bobby home. You might better, you know, get on your handstand, you know, get on the swing from the chandeliers. You might need to watch some. Your husband is freshly home.
Bobby. Bye, because you over here trolling. You trolling. What Candy say? What Candy
If you have to watch it to climax with your mate, that's a problem. Nah, Candy, so when I'm watching it with my mate, it's really just foreplay, right? It's really just foreplay. It's not the climax. It's for foreplay. I think one of the things that Dree was saying is that sometimes it will make it hard for you to get there if you watch it often, you know? You know, and I will say when you relate to yourself, it makes it hard for you to get over the hill too. So you should probably do that as less as possible because it's a feeling and it makes it hard if you don't have sexual compatibility with your partner. So you shouldn't do that for that reason. I do agree with that. Candy Webb is saying, B level. You rushing home to watch it or nah, Candy, listen. Candy, I don't have time to do it. So we've already established that I'm not addicted to it. But, you know, because we are real on this platform, we don't hold no punches. We tell the truth on this platform. That I really do enjoy doing that, you know. But hopefully I can get me a girlfriend so I can stop. Hopefully y'all can help me find somebody, Jayla. You and Candy and Andrea can help me find somebody. All right, Jayla, listen, I know you came in the butt end of this conversation. Yeah. Obviously, you and I, thank you for working tonight. Dree is off. Tristan is off. Anthony is off. Candy is off. And so we are the only two that are working. And also, shout out to Deja. Deja, supposedly I was supposed to interview somebody today. And then that fell through. And so at the last minute, it fell through very last minute. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was literally probably wasn't going to do. I was going to take off. But Deja, who is a very important person to my team, she said, "Nah, you need to do something. They are used to seeing you on Sundays at 7. So shout out to Deja Johnson for helping me know that I need to do something. Yeah, she kind of, what is Candy saying? Candy is saying, I study my mate. I don't need it. Go. Round of applause to Candy. Thank you, Candy. Candy say she handling her business. Candy say she handling her business. She don't need it. Come on, Candy. I ain't mad at you, baby. I'm not mad at you. She replying, speeding home, bro. I ain't mad at you, Candy. Handle your business. Pop your stuff, Candy. Pop your stuff. All right, Jayla, are we ready for the Jayla with the T news?
Yeah, we got a little something today.
How are you feeling? How was your Labor Day weekend going so far? How was it going?
Well, I had to work. So I had to work my real job. So coming to this as well, I already was amped up. I had energy.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you were able to get off of time to do the news. Let me go ahead and get your drop, and then we'll come back, and then we'll get a chance to get off early and go do some stuff. Here's the Jayla with the T. Let's go.
Started by the jealous people. And breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight.
Damn! What's the tea? These days I'm courtside with a mascot.
You want the tea, bitch?
Get your motherfucking tea ready.
I don't stir the pot, but I will spill the tea. This is Shayla with the tea.
All right, Jayla's here on Labor Day weekend working with our whole crew off. Jayla, what did you have going on in the news this week?
Okay. Well, first we start off with local news like we always do. We actually have a viral video from Facebook. I don't know if it's been going around, but it was a group of female girls that was breaking into an apartment here in North Little Rock, Arkansas. If you don't know, I stay in the north side. But yeah, it happened to be one of the girls was pregnant. They were disrupting the apartment, yelling, breaking down doors. It was a lot going on, and it's been getting a lot of buzz on social media. B, do you got a little bit of video of it?
I got it. I want some questions before I play it. So
Yeah.
they broke into this young lady's house. This girl was pregnant. Is that they broke? We're going to show the video, but did they
Yeah.
break into her house?
So okay, social media took off with the video because it did look like they was breaking into the house. But apparently it was one of the girls that was breaking into the house that was pregnant.
Mhm.
That was at her apartment. She was breaking into her own apartment. And the girl that was barricaded behind the door is one of another baby mama of her baby daddy. So she's pregnant and she shares a baby father with a girl that was in the apartment that they were breaking into.
And are they roommates? Because was she breaking in?
No. So
Okay.
they both went back and forth on social media. So pretty much the girl that's pregnant in the video ended up going out. That she moved out of the apartment temporarily because of the situation with her baby daddy.
Okay.
And the baby daddy moved the other baby mama into the apartment that they share on the lease. Yes.
So the baby daddy moved somebody else in there.
Yes. And she didn't know.
My goodness. Well, on this video, it's going to look like they're breaking into the house. That's what it's going to look like.
It is, but she ended up disrupting her own apartment
Oh,
with her
All right,
friend.
here we go. Let's play the video. Here it goes.
Pull my stars, bitch, on 30 games.
They did not say we was gonna do some shit over here one day.
Come on, beat her ass, come out. Come on, bitch. I don't know whose phone this is. Come out. Hold this phone, please don't run off my phone.
Oh no, y'all, I'm
Please.
not like that, I promise.
Come on. Hit that door. Come out. They got a top lock on there. They lock down here, bitch. Hey, I was y'all standing on shit. My fat ass. Oh, shit. Come on.
Here y'all go. I don't wanna.
Oh, thank you.
Is somebody in
They're
there?
probably gonna call 911. We better hurry up. They might be calling the police.
Damn. Y'all some soldiers, no kill. Damn, they got some chips in here. Ooh.
Come on. Walk back up, Wanda. Back up, Wanda. Open the door. Back up, Wanda. Nigga, say, open the door. Open the door. Get out. Walk out. Get out. Nigga, walk out. Let me out. Why you in your nigga hide, bitch? Come out. Nigga, open the door.
McCain Park Drive, y'all. McCain Park Drive, y'all. North Little Rock.
So B, I did forget an important detail. So okay, so again, keep it up. So the girl in the pink pajamas is the one that's pregnant.
Okay.
That is her apartment that she was breaking into her own apartment.
Okay.
Keep in mind, her baby daddy brought his new baby mama in the apartment, but she barricaded herself in the room because she had her newborn with her.
So her baby was there.
Yeah.
She used to live there. She moved and left. The baby daddy brings the other baby mama in, moves her in. So now, if she moved and left, that's literally not her apartment anymore.
It is. She moved out temporarily. Like according to social media, she said that she only went outside the apartment because they got into it really bad. They got physical, so she left the apartment. But the baby daddies then started making arguments, and the other baby mama that barricaded. It's been a whole thing on social media with them going back and forth about it. He said, she said. Records of the fact. Then folks was like, well, why didn't the other mom that barricaded herself in the room stand her ground? Because Arkansas is a stand your ground state.
Right.
So she went to social media and stated that she couldn't do anything because she has 2 felonies and 2 misdemeanors, so she ain't going back
So did I see a gun? What the young lady have?
No.
Nobody had a gun, right? It seemed because it was
Nobody
like
got a
get
gun.
back.
Nobody got actually physical. So they in other videos you see them kind of destroying the apartment, like throwing stuff all over the place. Yes. So as long as she's still on the lease. Somebody just said it. I saw the comment. Yes, she's still on the lease. So technically, it is rumored that she did get arrested. There is a image of her floating around with a mugshot for aggravated assault. But I don't think it was in relation to this incident because that is her own apartment. She's on the lease.
Wow. Let me read some of these comments. Candy is saying, Jayla, you look pretty today.
Thank you, boo.
Tony O'Dickerson is saying, what happened to femininity?
Yeah.
Marquez is saying, as long as she is still on the lease, it's still her apartment.
It is.
And then Candy is also saying they don't know what's behind the door waiting on them, which I certainly agree. You kicking the door in. You don't know if this woman had a gun. You don't know if she had what was going on. And if you're breaking in it, if her name is on the lease, that still could be sticky because once you leave or move out, that might be a problem because I can guarantee you if North Little Rock Police Department would have came there, they would have probably been arrested for breaking and entering, even though you used to live there.
Yeah, so like I said, there are somebody comment down below. There are two that did get arrested. They are two people that are related, that did not related, but they got arrested. But none of the charges, I can't confirm whether or not it is in relation to this case because everybody got pending charges. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody involved with this has some type of outside case or pending case. So I can't tell you whether or not it's in correlation to this event. So it's a lot. It's a whole messy situation. But like I said, the video has so many views and so many shares. So I know everybody in the community is talking about it. But it is really sad to see, especially young women, over a man at that.
Kanisha's saying I didn't see any furniture. How he don't bring two women in there but no furniture. Marquez is saying these females of this generation don't care about any furniture. They don't. Tony Dickerson is saying if she's on the lease, why break in? Go get a key from the office. She still gonna be charged with destruction of property. I agree with you, Tony.
Yeah.
If it's her apartment, she shouldn't have to break the door. Why is she breaking the door down? If she lived there, and this is her place. She should have a key. She shouldn't have to break the window down and break in her own apartment.
Everybody has been saying that in the comments. Everybody's like, why would you have to break if it's your apartment? Why would you have to break into it? And again, they're going back and forth whether or not she's still on the lease or if she's been evicted from the lease. It's a whole thing. They're still going on it on social media right now.
Marquez is saying if you give me their names, I can look up for court charges. I don't think we know their real names. No. Yeah, and then Kanisha is replying to Marquez and saying, apparently the man either because don't have me living in like a squatter. What does that mean? Without the furniture?
Yeah, apparently men don't either because they don't have no furniture, living like a squatter. That's what she said.
My goodness. Okay. Tony Dickerson is saying right, B. So yeah, this is crazy. I saw that video and I thought that they were breaking in. I did not know that she used to live there. And it looks like the baby daddy is foul. Like he real foul. He did
real foul.
He need his ass whooped. He doing some stuff like that. Like he is crazy. I hate Asian that keeps tuning in from YouTube. All right, so that's the thing. If you move out and you voluntarily move, do not try to come back because he might move his other baby mama in the house. That's the lesson for the day, y'all. That have baby daddies. If y'all are pregnant, do not leave because your baby daddy may bring his other baby mama in there.
Having baby daddies is trifling in general.
Okay, what's next? What's next, Jayla?
Up next on the docket is us talking about Hall High School. So I don't know if y'all saw it, but Hall High School actually had a name change. So it's no longer called Hall High School. It's called Hall West High School. Well, apparently it is a potential for Hall High School to be shut down after this upcoming school year due to low enrollment. with students. I think they only had like 250 total students for this school year, which is crazy. Yes,
Wow.
crazy. And a lot of that has to do with zoning, rezoning in the Little Rock School District, and of course with them open up Southwest High School,
Right.
and they're about to open another high school in West Little Rock, Pinnacle View High School.
Okay.
I think it is on the chopping board, and a lot of people recently expressed their hurt. They don't want to see it happen because Hall High School has, of course, meant so much for its community, and it's still very convenient for all the kids that are nearby that high school. And I saw a lot of people in the comments go on Little Rock School District talking about how this past school year that how Hall High School was not even on there for incoming freshmen to enroll, like they weren't promoting it as a high school.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people are trying to say that it's not for the lack of people wanting to go to Hall High School. It's for the lack of it not being promoted is the reason why the enrollment is so low. So,
Well, I hate that because that's the school I graduated from, Hall High
really,
School.
dang, B,
I
I didn't know
graduated from
that.
high school, so I don't
Yeah.
want to see my old high school go down. But 250 people is crazy low.
Crazy, yeah. And so
Crazy.
it's a potential that it could turn into an adult education center or a alternative school setting, but it will no longer be like a 9 through 12. Now, that is not official, y'all. It's not official. They haven't
Yeah.
made votes or decision. It's all tentative discussions.
Yeah.
But it was something that was coming up on the past board meeting that they had this week. And of course, some alumni came up and spoke, how, again, what Hall means for their community, and how it would be sad to see the high school go. But
All right.
I'm
Well,
hoping that they can figure something out for sure.
Yeah, and let's follow the story. And the name of it is on here is Hall West Warriors is the new name of it. Hall West Warriors. So make sure you follow that story and just keep us abreast of what's going on with that.
Yep, I will. To more of national news. So I don't know if y'all saw that Mr. Trump, our president, Donald Trump, decided to take away Secret Service protection of our former Vice President, Kamala Harris.
Can he do that? Like, that's crazy. Why would you think that you have the right to take Kamala Harris? But that's a law. Like when you run, so I know that you get those Secret Service people after you leave office. So is it questionable if you have secret?
So let me explain to it. So effective tomorrow, she would no longer have her extension of Secret Service. So before former President Biden left the office, he extended her service past the 6 months just to ensure that she was okay. And then Trump decided to reverse it this past Friday, that it's no longer needed, that it's taking a waste of money from the federal government, basically. And so effective tomorrow, she will not have that extension of Secret Service protection.
That's terrible. That is terrible. And something should be done about that. I don't know if we can do anything about this, but if something happens to Kamala and he took her Secret Service away from him, that is going to be just terrible. I guess because she never made it into office. The argument is that, let me see. Somebody is putting a comment here. Jayla, I hope you're in school for media journalism or something that's mature of nature. I can definitely see you on TV one day. Yes, thank you. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Zakellam is saying yes, but after 6 months, the vice president loses their Secret Service detail unless extended by which Biden did extend.
He did. And so that's what I was saying. So they do have their regular 6 months. And so like I said, perfect. He said it.
Yeah.
Trump,
Like Jayla said. Okay. That is so if you run, so when you are vice president, you serve under the office, you don't have Secret Service like the president do. You only get it for 6 months.
Well, after your term ends with you and your president, it's over.
Yeah.
And so now then you would have to invest into private security.
That's terrible.
Which you would have to be paying for. It would no longer be an extension of the federal government.
Now that's terrible. I would think that you would still need it if you served as vice president past 6 months.
Especially with VP Kamala Harris, she still faced security threats because of her race and what she did and her being a woman. So it's all a tactic with Trump.
And especially if you run for president and don't make it, you still, it's like, So that's crazy, man. That's something I didn't. God, dog, that's something I didn't know. All right, you're teaching me some stuff, Jayla. You're
Yeah,
teaching
okay.
me.
And the last thing that I have for us for national news before I let us go, all enjoy our Labor Day weekend. I don't know if y'all been seeing it on social media. It's been all over my TikTok For You page about Cardi B being in trial right now.
Yeah.
So if you haven't heard, Cardi B is facing a civil trial. So it's not criminal. It's a personal lawsuit that somebody's pursuing against her to sue her for $24 million for Cardi B allegedly hit and struck a security guard that was at a hospital medical center during one of her pregnancies. So this was during Cardi B's first pregnancy with her daughter. And she would visit her doctor on the weekend while there was nobody to be seen because she didn't want her pregnancy to be outed. And so this security guard alleges that when she saw Cardi B, that she said, "Oh, that's Cardi B," and then Cardi B heard her and then allegedly attacked her for saying that and scratched her face and caused enough damage where she had to have plastic surgery on her face.
Oh wow.
And so all of this is allegedly, of course. And
Right.
so one thing I'm gonna say is the plaintiff in this situation that's suing Cardi B does not have like really physical photos of her injuries.
Okay.
She states that she was never on the phone, but it has been proven by the receptionist that intercepted them, the doctors that intercepted them in the incident, that she was on her phone. It's been proven by the credible people that she was on her phone, but she denies being on her phone or recording Cardi B. But mysteriously, no one can find the footage of her recording her. But we all know there is
Right.
footage.
Right.
But there's one thing that Cardi B has did this entire trial is not be serious. She has not taken nothing.
She's been playing on the stand. Been playing with these
playing
people.
on this stand with this jury, and I think B, you got a clip of one of her favorites.
Here we go. Here he is.
She got a pimple on her face. She got a.
What was that?
I said that's lie. Out of here, just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is,
How do you know that?
because she sued me for $24 million.
You said she's bigger than you? Is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
So she up there playing.
She is, but she's speaking her truth. Okay, she up there playing with them folks because every day it's a new hairstyle, a new suit. She killing it with the bits. But yeah, so
Did the girl get awarded anything?
no, so the trial hasn't ended yet. It's
Okay,
still
still
an actual
going.
trial. You know,
Okay.
obviously it's paused because of Labor Day weekend holiday.
Okay.
So they will be picking it up this upcoming week. So there should be a verdict, but I don't really see the jury voting in the favor of the plaintiff. Again, everything is just not enough evidence, and it's been so many credible witnesses on the stand that debunk the plaintiff. I don't even know how it made it to a civil trial, but by the name. But a lot of people with this, because she's having to be photographed, are rumoring that Cardi B is pregnant again too as well. So that's what's been going around too with this trial, that she's pregnant. So this would be interesting to see whether or not she's really pregnant, but also to see if the jury sees it through and not charge Cardi B as guilty.
Cardi B better quit playing these people. They gonna be and award her a couple of million. Then with what she gonna be playing with? You think this is funny? Playing with these people, you never know what might become of that. She get awarded. That woman gets awarded something, and then she gonna be crying sitting there playing with them folks. So what do you have plans for the rest of your Labor Day weekend, Jayla? What are you doing for tomorrow on the actual holiday?
Tomorrow, I still have to work.
So you can't go home.
No, I can't go home, but I have some big plans this upcoming weekend. If you don't know, the city gonna be out on Saturday at War Memorial. The Razorbacks versus Arkansas State game. Y'all better be out there. I better see y'all. I will be out there. I might be a little tipsy, but do speak if you see me. I'll be a ball of energy, but I'm excited for that because I love me some football. Football is my life. This is my season, so I'm excited.
All right, so next week, as you heard Jayla say, next week the Arkansas Razorback are playing Arkansas State at War Memorial, so there's going to be a lot of tailgating, a lot of people that are inebriated, and Jayla is going to be somewhere with her friends twerking as usual. We
Ooh.
might be sure to get that video. You know, when you and your friends get together, y'all do twerk. So have your
Ooh,
friends to make sure.
I don't be doing that twerking stuff. I just be hey girl.
You be keeping it cute. You be keeping it cute. All right. Well, thank you, Jayla, for coming in on Labor Day weekend. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of your night, and I'm going to finish up the show.
All right, Bobby.
Good night. Good night. All right. So, y'all, you guys, that's basically it. I got a couple of more announcements. I was just going to come in so that I could enjoy the rest of my Labor Day. Before we leave, I do need to tell you this. All right. This is so important. I need everybody. Marquez, hopefully you come. Kanisha, I need you to come. Let's see. Tonio Dickerson, I need you to come. Deja, I need you to come. Tam, I know will be here. Candy will be here. I need everybody who is somebody who can hear the sound of my voice. I need you guys to all come on next Sunday at 5 o'clock at the Versailles Clubhouse, 4401 East 46 in North Little Rock, right off of McCain. We're going to have our 100th episode where we will be a live taping. We will have a live audience. You will be able to comment in live in living color on next Sunday at 5 p.m. Please, next Sunday is September the 5th. We are celebrating 100 consistent episodes. And believe me, y'all, that is a big deal in the podcast world. Marquez is on here. He knows how big of a deal that is to reach 100 episodes consistently without a break, because some podcasts stop and then they start, and then they stop and then they start, and then they stop for 2 months and then they get back together. Then they stop for a year and then but 100 consistent episodes, that's a really, really, really big deal, and a big deal for a big thing for our podcast. So everybody who is a part of our crew will be here. We will actually do our show right in front of you. And instead of reading comments, we will go to the audience, and you can step up to the microphone and you can be on the podcast. We will have cameras in the audience, and we will broadcast on live on next week. Let's see. Marquez is saying, I'm proud of you. Thank you, Marquez. Hopefully you'll be here next Sunday. And Candy is saying congratulations. So next Sunday, September the 7th, 5 p.m. Tony, do not tune in at 7. We're going to go at 5. So we're going to be live. It's going to start at 5. And the reason why we're moving the time up to 5 is because we want the people that come, give them opportunity, time enough to get back home and get the babies back in school, in bed for school tomorrow. Okay. The next thing on the level with B Level, we are doing this Wednesday at 7:30. We are talking to Mark Cannon. He is running for sheriff of Jefferson County. He will be on the level with B Level on this Wednesday at 7:30. And then last but not least, Marquez, I'm doing something new called Straight Talk No Chaser, where I'm going to give you experience. This will not be live. This will be recorded, but I'm going to tell my business. I'm going to tell people business that I know. I ain't no telling what we talk about. This is story time. If you guys are familiar with story time is very popular. Story time with B Level, Straight Talk, No Chaser, which means I'm going to be telling the raw, true. It's not going to be for everybody. All right. If you have a sensitive ear, you might not want to tune in, because it's going to be Straight Talk, No Chaser. It's going to be live. It's going to be transparent. Not live as I mean live. I'm doing it. It's going to be live with me doing it, but it is going to be recorded, and it will be released every Friday at 12 noon. Okay. We want to give you as much of UTB as we possibly can. So Straight Talk, No Chaser is going to start on this Friday, every Friday at 12 noon, and it will be with me. Okay. That's pretty much all we've got. Again, shout out to my girl Deja for in really, her and Tam was visiting with me over the last day after my guest kind of that fell through. I wasn't going to come. I was going to say, hey, I'll just go be off. But they encouraged me to be in front of you guys and to do the best of. And I think it was a great idea. We have all 100 of our episodes on our YouTube page, which is UTB Podcast on YouTube. Again, it's UTB Podcast. You can see all of our episodes, all 100 of all 98. I'm sorry, we don't have 100 yet. 98. All 98 of our episodes live on our YouTube page, so you can go there at any time to see them. Let me make sure that I don't have any comments before I leave, and I don't think I do. All right. So I want you guys to enjoy your rest of your Labor Day weekend. I will tell you tomorrow, make sure you grill, make sure you barbecue, make sure you spend time with your loved ones and tell them that you love them. Okay. Until Wednesday, 7:30 on the level with B Level. Same bet time, y'all. Same bet channel. Good night, y'all.
Had another rough conversation with the voices in